sky blue silk. Where I grew up in the Nara prefecture of Japan, the world's oldest wooden temples are perfectly preserved. My mother taught me to appreciate these cultural treasures, part of the rich Japanese history. But most of all, I adored traditional kimonos. Kimonos are full-length, multi-layered robes with long sleeves and a decorative sash, used for formal occasions. The best time to wear them is on Seiji no Hi, a national holiday to celebrate becoming an adult, which in Japan is 20 years old. For my kimono, I chose glittering sky blue silk. One of a kind, not the typical lucky red or conservative soft pink color. I didn't want to blend in. With my taller than average height, I felt like a star. My mother was happy for my choice, I want to believe. But there was one problem. The beautiful silk slippers that matched my kimono were too small for my rather big feet. They're constructed like flip-flops, so I could still wear them as long as I didn't mind my heels and toes hanging over. I just hide my oversized feet under the layer of the skirt. It's an uncomfortable secret to keep when you want to be a part of a culture where petite size is considered modest and decorous. My mother was born in 1934, so her juvenile years were spent in the Second World War. She remembered the cruel laughing face of American Grumman fighter pilot who targeted her with a machine gun. She fell into a rice field ditch and escaped the bullets. When she first told me that story, I dreamed the vivid scene over and over again. As a child, my mother suffered from tuberculosis. She was housebound for many years and couldn't even graduate middle school. Her family sold the furniture to buy streptomycin, a powerful antibiotics imported from the US. America tried to kill her once, but saved her life later. My mother's spiritual strength helped her to regain her life. The story of her suffering and her healing gave me the strength to tackle my country's high standard and competition. In 1991, with the help of her courage and wisdom, I left Japan and started my new life in Canada. "24 years later, and only 3 weeks before I was to visit her, I received the news of my mother's passing. I was 9,000 kilometers away, but I made it to her vigil and funeral in Japan in 24 hours. The night after the funeral, in front of the tiny wooden box wrapped in white silk, I begged her to accept my apology and to answer my questions. "I'm sorry, Mother. I couldn't come in time to see you. Did I make you lonely or sad? Mother, why didn't you wait for me? If you had stayed alive for another 3 weeks, I would have been beside you. I wanted to know more about your life." and it's all lost now. These are the slippers my mother gave me so many years ago. I wonder if she ever realized they're too small for me. They're made of festive golden silk with traditional motifs of cherry blossoms and chrysanthemum with perfect symmetry. The front is oddly narrow for elegance. The straps are decorated with solid gold and matching silk piping. The heels are elevated for special occasions. They're not soft at all, but delicate at the same time. I put them on my palm and marvel at them, wondering about my mother's untold stories. Thank you.